I got a question for you. I might have asked you this before, but you know, um, anyway, I'll fit that into the context. Obviously in Tai Chi, you got your punches, you got your kicks, you know, you got takedown techniques. So you have joint locks. Would you say that as sort of an expression out of push hands, the dominant thing is, or the dominant skill that you develop is to create the distance?
No.
No?
No, I disagree with that.
Okay.
And the context is that you want close distance. Tai Chi is a close-in fighting style. So it wants to figure out a way that I can get
once
in here.
once you get in though, you don't stay in. Like you push that person out.
No.
Really?
If I want to, right, so people get that misconstrued, right?
Okay.
So one thing is, and obviously this is from my understanding from my teaching, once I get inside, right, even if I push you, my push is two. Get your balance,
right,
and make it so that you're not coming back up. Not just to push you away and then like, all right, come back again. No. So if that's all mirrors there, but it's okay. You're safe. So, but my thing is that if there's a wall there, or if there's something there that I can push you in while you're staying upright, or even if I push you in.
Get the leg.
Yeah. So I'm saying that as a push, there has to be something that is going to create not just space for you. The offense that you're trying to articulate. It's not just you keep pushing somebody away, that's not going to do anything except probably annoy them over and over again. But it's not also not, how long are you going to do that? How long is that going to happen before you realize that you need to do something against a determined person?
Right.
And if somebody's determined enough, you're going to wear yourself out trying to push them away.
Right.
You need to be able to have these abilities.
A finish move.
Yeah, a finish move. I mean, even if it's, from a grappling perspective or, from a striking perspective. But you have to, that's your intent. What is my intent? Even if it's like you come in, it doesn't matter how you.
Yep.
So, all right, so now let's just chill out for a minute. What's going on type thing. Right. So you don't have to.
So you have control of it.
You have control of the situation, but what is your goal? Is that your goal? Because you don't. It's so many different facets.
Let me flip this.
Sure.
Now is this the long fei talking or the broader Tai Chi?
In what sense? In what context?
Only because I don't see a lot of those finishes in a lot of Tai Chi demonstrations. I see a lot of pushing away, a lot of the bounce away, but none of this follow-up stuff that I see done by you guys, and of course external martial arts. We judge other folk. We of course want to finish it in. I don't see Tai Chi doing that finish. It's like, okay, we punged you away, we fajin you away, and then okay, reset. Let's do it again. That's the training aspect. But then drilling that, okay, you've got them away. That means you've taken over the root. Now you can choke them out or lock them up, or I don't see as much of that.
Well, if you're looking at it for a definitive answer, you got two things going on here. You got folks who are living in a archaic view of what they think is fighting. And I say this because you look at the footage, and you look at old pictures, and you look at even how they're represented even in film. That becomes more associated with what people think. Like, for instance, if I were to take a traditional stance and things like that. And if I was to use this in fighting and be able to present that in the fighting style, people say that's traditional. That is how that art is. Blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. If I were to come up here and to make myself
like a boxer,
I look like a boxer, or that's not traditional in the sense that okay, you tell me something about the 5 styles of Tai Chi that you know about. How different are they? Okay, tell me what you know about within those families. How different are they?
Right.
So, my thing is, in this day and age, is it not feasible that people can have an intellect of understanding how to use their body based on those principles? Mm-hmm. The same as those who were considered to be, innovators and creators of that. Did the thought process stop then as to how to apply principles in the style? Right. When these folks came up, they used their experience and said, it's excellent what you're showing me. Right. Now, this is how my body and my mind works on how to apply these things.
Right.
Did that stop? and so that you now only can go back here to where these
to
people
see
did
where,
and try to mimic and understand. Now you, many generations past, trying to articulate what someone else thought.
Right.
You know, and they go into the thing of, well, there's true transmission. If you didn't get a true transmission, that means what's passed on from person to person. I'm telling you information. The transmission, the principles, right?
Right.
But does that mean that you cannot use the principles or the concept of the principles to say, you know what? I don't understand how he's moving his body, but when I move my body and I sink and my elbow rises, I can feel that I'm pushing from my hip and I'm uprooting the person that's in front of me.
Right.
You understand the concept.
Right.
And you understand how your body can apply those concepts. So my going back to your point is that if you're stuck and you're copying somebody all the time and you're only able to articulate, well, there's a push, or this is ward off, and they're bouncing away from me, and this is roll back. Well, how do you take that and make that into something where you're not coming into a form trying to fight someone? You know, where does it separate from that to the true reality of how you're going to be able to perform and articulate? And that's some of the biggest divide out there when people say the woo factor and they things about when you see someone doing that and they're trying to say that this is a martial application, and folks are coming right back and say, oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work against this person. That's not going to work against this style. That's not going to work in a reality situation like this. Where do you say, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to express something. And if no one knows how to express that outside of saying, well, the person has to be here, you come here, you get a shoulder, now watch me do this. So how do you get that into or you can, you know, and then I want to do that same thing. No, you go ahead and punch in. I'm gonna. So this to me, all right, my arm is not underneath you, but I can still apply it. Now, that same thing could be, whoa, no arm. You know what I mean? But I can have that same expression that I'm turning my shoulder and going with the action of that. So is that wrong?
Absolutely not.
No, you're saying it's wrong.
True. But
then you're gonna have to say, well, no, that's the way. That's not how that application is expressed because so and so meant this. This is what they meant, and this is what. So that's what I'm saying. Is it dead? Or is it still alive and active based on the people who are taking these things and concepts and making it apply to how they're able to understand it? Okay. And then if I tell you my expressions of this, then you can say, oh, okay, that makes sense. I understand that. So if it's done that way here, is it feasible that I can use that same energy here? Is that the same energy that I'm working on? So you need to explore those things, and then you need to find out and drill those things. How does it work? Boom. Now, make it more active and live. Pushing hands takes you into the avenue, eventually when you're doing a freestyle, of course, of playing and trying to find these things. Where does that work? Where does this work? Okay, now I need to move with this. I need to have that moving. All right, now I need to step in and see where I'm not looking for it, where I can see where it falls in the foot. Oh, there you go. But then your body has to have that timing and the awareness to be able to respond when that person's giving you that moment to apply that particular energy. And not to go out and search for, I'm not going to search for pawn. I'm not going to search for rollback. I'm not going to search for these things. It has to be given to you. And it may, those particular things may never be given to you in that aspect. So sometimes you may have to seek them by, somebody who doesn't put their hand, as soon as you do, then, you know what I mean? So you have to sometimes go and get someone to give you that stuff. But if you don't know and understand that, you're just waiting. Does that answer your question?
It does.